How's it going? I've been hijacked here, and I'm not a fluent Irish speaker. I haven't spoken in 20 years. In Ireland, you have to do it to get into college, to your oral, but I haven't spoken at all. And we were just talking about cognates between Gaelic and Irish. Obviously, they are separate languages, but there are a few which, again, I haven't researched this. I've been hijacked. Obviously,
I kidnapped him, basically.
Uisce is water in Irish and in Gaelic. That's where Uisce Bacha comes from, where whiskey comes from. Uisce Bacha means water of life, and whiskey is Uisce, is water of life. Ceann is head
Okay.
in both. Again, I don't know anything about Scots Gaelic, but this is just the two that popped into my head right now. So I didn't prepare for this.
That's it?
I don't know.
Okay, all right, cool. That works.
I'm sure there's loads more.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think historically that Irish would have been understood clearly, but we'll see.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
what Google
I hear.
says. That's what Google's for.
Oh, yeah.
Cognates between Irish and Scots Gaelic.
Yeah, I showed that Brave clip to, who was it? To a guy who was actually from Scotland. He flew from Scotland over to America in his own personal plane. I was at an event. And I was like, hey, can you tell what they're saying? I played it for him. He smiled and nodded. I was like, you understand what he's saying.
That's
Turns
cool.
out it was a guy who actually plays on the show.
There's a few of them there.
Okay, how do you pronounce them, Marcy?
But the correlation would be the same as like English to Old English or Old German to High German. So before they diverged, there was Old Irish. So going by. So obviously Uisce and Ceann, as I said, were the same. And is Agus, no change at all. Father is Ahar, like
Okay.
in the name of father. Biog is exactly the same. It's small.
What word was that?
Biog, B-E-A-G.
B-A-G.
Biog. Biog.
Biog?
Biog. Something is biog, small.
Aw.
Something is more, is large.
Okay.
Fur is man. Mana is woman.
Okay.
But I don't know if those are intelligible in Gaelic. So they originally had the same. Anam is the same. Anam is name.
Okay.
Cadas Anamvich would be what is your name? What
Comma.
name do you have?
Comma.
So the structure isn't like English.
Okay.
So you wouldn't say what is your name, you'd say what name do you have? Cad is Anamvich, what is your name? What name do you have?
As in, like, it's your possessive. Basically,
Yeah.
it's...
What name do you have?
Okay, what name do you have instead? Or,
What is your name?
now I wonder, in what other country would they say, what do they call you?
I have no idea.
Okay.
What are you called? What's your name? Well, it's thousand ways you do it.
Okay.
And also there's a Manx, I suppose, maybe. You know, that's all they have in there. I'm sure there's hundreds more
Oh, yeah.
if
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
studied it. But there's 6 different languages that are considered to be the Celtic languages. Cornish, Manx, Breton, and Bretney. But they're barely alive. So
Oh.
Irish is by far and away the strongest.
Okay.
Welsh is completely different.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we were, I wouldn't say beaten into per se, but when you're graduating from college, if you want to go to college after you leave high school,
Yeah.
you have to do an oral exam, a written exam in Irish. You have to be relatively fluent, or you can't go to college.
So why do you have to be fluent in Irish? Is it because...
It's the national language of Ireland.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
not just English, it's...
No, English isn't a position. By the sword.
wait, English is what?
English was imposed upon Ireland.
Oh, that was
No
true.
more than it was imposed upon the Scots. It wasn't by choice.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think it's a remnant of trying to retain it. Now it's coming back quite strong right now.
Okay.
But back in the day, it was quite difficult. But they used to give you extra points if you took all of your exams in Irish,
Wow.
like including math. And so you're taking French and Irish.
Okay.
If you. If you know what I mean, and you deserve more points if you do that.
Yes.
Because God bless you, that's not easy.
Wow.
But yeah, you would get more points if you took all your languages, all your subjects in Irish.
Okay.
I don't know if that's still the case. It probably isn't.
Okay.
But no, it's Ireland's. There's a movie out right now called Kneecap, which has done quite well, which is based on a group trying to rekindle the use of Irish language among younger people, and it's seeing a bit of a renaissance right now.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
beating it
Okay.
into people as children didn't lead to a renaissance. It has to be voluntarily.
Yeah.
Um,
What was it? I've heard in America, whenever the American Indians, of course, they were, English and American culture was being forced on them, that if you go ahead and, well, as they were growing up, if they spoke any of their natural language, the American Indian language, whatever that was, whatever tribe, then they were whipped or spanked
absolutely,
or something
that's
like
what English did to us.
that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So,
Even up until because we all understand that Ireland, obviously, it's an old country. It's a relatively young republic
okay.
because we didn't have the Easter Uprising until 1916.
Oh.
So you had
okay.
English teachers teaching Irish people 3 generations ago,
Yeah.
and they were perfectly willing to use violence against Irish kids not to have them speak Irish
Oh.
because it seems being part of their identity, and they wanted to squash that identity and make them into good little Englishmen,
Yeah.
which didn't take, fortunately.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of schadenfreude for the Irish looking at England after Brexit, which they brought upon themselves.
When was Brexit?
Brexit, when England left the EU,
So, yeah, I'm American.
which is the biggest mistake they've ever made.
Oh, wait, you're talking about like 5-10 years ago, aren't you? Okay, and then whenever they left the EU,
Absolutely battered their economy.
yeah, I remember
Yeah, but
seeing
they
that.
brought it on themselves
Yeah, and
to no real benefit except they listened to liars.
yeah, and then I remember. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to add?
I wasn't really adding anything there. I wasn't